Welcome in to Outkick the Show. I am your fearless leader, Clay Travis, and I am doing the show from a new hotel because the Philadelphia Eagles have demanded that I be booted from my existing hotel. I hope all of you are having fantastic starts to your day. I hope you're having fantastic Thursdays. We have much to get to. If somebody ever saw the links that I've gone through to produce a show like this, you would be blown away. Blown away by the absurdity of it all. I'm trying to hold up my Facebook. I'm trying to hold up my Twitter feed. I'm now moved to the Marriott. Been a contentious few days. By the way, take a drink there. My name is Clay Travis. This is Outkick the Show, presented by Oddshark. Come along with me and make sure that you get as rich as you possibly can gambling on Oddshark's useful gambling and informational related device. You'll be glad that you did. Much to get to today, including the fact that all of you should go to the home loan expert right now. Get hooked up with the best possible deal you can on your mortgage. You'll be glad you did it. You'll save a bundle. You'll save a ton of money. All right, let's dive right in to everything. By the way, they can clear up all your credit card debt, turn a 4% rate into a 2% rate. Perfect way to start off 2018 with the best possible loan. TheHomeLoanExpert.com. My guy Ryan Kelly will take care of you. All right. This is the Thursday edition of the show. We've had a lot of drama up here in Minnesota. I'd like to report that J-Mart is alive. If you'd watched yesterday's show or listened to this morning's show, you know that J-Mart has said that he was not hungover. He has called into question our boss, Scott Shapiro, who directly says that Jason Martin told him on Tuesday that he had had 8 vodka drinks at the Super Bowl party. I believe J-Mart was just hungover. I think he's a liar. I think there's no doubt about it. J-Mart was definitely hungover, and the fact that he refuses to acknowledge it is awful. All right, here's the deal. I'm going to start off the show this way. If you complain about the sound of a Periscope show or a Facebook show, you have non-functional genitalia. All right? If you don't like the fucking sound, you can go sit in a studio somewhere on Music Row in Nashville, and you can have the perfect stereo surround. You motherfuckers who focus on sound, and there's like 1% of you out there, you're just obsessed with the sound quality. Why is the sound quality not any better? Why is the sound quality different than it was yesterday? Get a fucking life. Can you hear my words? That's my question. Here's sound quality to me. I can hear Clay Travis talk, and I cannot hear Clay Travis talk. And if you can fucking hear me talk, then the sound quality is a motherfucking okay. Okay? From now on, anybody who mentions sound quality in any respect, immediately blocked. All right? Sound quality guy is as bad as after taxes guy. He's as bad as no trade clause guy. He's as bad of a motherfucker as there is on the planet. Okay? This is the truth. So if you are complaining about the sound quality, you don't have functional genitalia. Here's the sound quality. Can you hear me? It's working. Do you not like the sound? Then go fucking watch somebody else with better sound. Put on your headphones, your Bose surround sound, whatever you want to call it, and just go listen to melodic ocean breezes for all the fuck I care, all right? That's not what I do on this show, all right? Period. First, all right, let's get into the rundown here. First up, we got a major sex scandal going on back in the Music City. The mayor of Smashville, it turns out, Megan Barry, getting smashed by her security guard, head of her security guard detail. I got so much to go and say about this. Huge story. Can't believe it. Can't believe it's going on. LeBron to the Warriors, ESPN BS. Justin Timberlake says his kid will never be allowed to play football. And I got a question for you, hypothetical. What if Justin Timberlake had pulled Janet Jackson's top off at this year's Super Bowl? Would his career be over? I want to talk about it. Finally, I'll give you my Super Bowl pick at the end of today's show. All right, let's start here. Major sex scandal in Smashville. When I was a kid, Nashville had a mayor by the name of Bill Boner. And Bill Boner had an affair with a country music lounge singer and ended up getting deposed from his overall job, all right? Here's my first question about this mayoral sex scandal in Smashville. Megan Barry, woman mayor, getting railed all the time by the head of her security detail. First question. Why does the mayor of Nashville need a security detail? I guarantee you that more people in Nashville want to kill me than want to kill the mayor of Nashville. Do you know how many times in my life I've ever had security take me anywhere? Why are our tax dollars going to support a security detail for the mayor? Is the mayor even that important? If you go from one mayor to another mayor, does anything in the city really change? I don't think it does. So why does the mayor have a security detail? I mean, she is kind of a hot mayor, I'm not going to lie. But why does she have a security detail to begin with? I don't understand that. I don't understand why she has a security detail. And then I don't understand why she has a head of security detail, which implies that she has a tremendous crew of people providing her security at all times. And by security at all times, I mean banging the fuck out of her while she's married to somebody else. Now, here's the deal. I don't care about affairs. I don't care about affairs in politics. I didn't care about Bill Clinton getting his dick sucked. I don't care about who Donald Trump has banged. I don't care about who LBJ banged before I was born or John F. Kennedy Jr. or anything else. I just want the guy or girl who does the best job. But I do think there's a difference between having an affair and having an affair with a guy that you're taking on all around the world vacations with you, supposedly because he's keeping you safe. For instance, I believe the two of them took 9 different overnight trips together where it was just her and it was just him. Now, I'm not an expert on getting your wife banged by somebody else. Some of you guys may be, it's not me. But I got to say this. If I'm married to the mayor and 9 different times she goes on vacation effectively, and the only person traveling with her is her male security guard, wouldn't that be a little bit of a red flag? If you found out that your spouse was traveling 9 different times, including overseas, with a male security guard, wouldn't you think to yourself, man, I don't know why my wife needs to go to Greece for 6 days and only take her security guard, her male security guard that she seems to have a really close relationship with. Wouldn't you think that was a little bit weird? Maybe I'm just not the most trusting guy around. But if my wife came to me and she said, hey, just so you know, I'm going on a 6-day overseas trip, and the only person that's going with me is my head of security, and the two of us are going to conduct business for the city of Nashville. Wouldn't that be a little bit weird? Wouldn't you think to yourself, maybe I should go? Or maybe we should send another girl with her. Or maybe the details should be more substantial. Or, and I got a crazy idea for you here, maybe the mayor of Nashville could travel to Greece without needing security to go with her. Does anybody else think it's insane that the mayor of Nashville, we're talking about Nashville, we're talking about the mayor of Nashville, that she needs a security guard to fly to Greece with her? Is there anybody in Greece who knows who the mayor of Nashville is? I'm not very famous. There is 100% chance that more people in Greece know who I am than know who the mayor is. I've never had a security guard anywhere. Anywhere that I've ever gone, anywhere in the country, have I ever had a security guard there to protect me. I've never had anybody say anything mean to me. And I guarantee you that nationwide, I am better known than the mayor of Nashville. In fact, wouldn't all of you think to yourselves, my God, Clay Travis is a tremendous pussy, if I came on this show and I said, you know what, I've hired a new employee and it's going to be a dude to just travel around and protect me wherever I go. All of you would rightfully say to me, D-Bat, who's going to hurt you, Clay Travis? You can go all over the country. You can go, frankly, all over the world. That's the truth. Who's going to hurt you? Now, what I have said, because I'm the most honest man in politics, what I have pledged is if I get elected to the Senate, I promise that I will not bang my security guard unless he's really, really hot. If he's really, really hot, I'm going to have to end my long record of abstaining from homosexual acts, and I'm going to have to bang my security guard. I'm just telling you, I'm trying to be as honest as possible. Unless I have the most smoking hot security guard of all time, I'm not going to bang him. Not going to have sex with him. That's just kind of the ethics that I have. Unless he's smoking hot, not going to have sex with him. If I have a smoking hot female security guard, she won't sleep with me, so we have nothing to worry about at all. Because she'll be like, I don't want to sleep with Clay Travis. Like, why would I want to do this? This is the problem, by the way, with electing a hot mayor, male or female. You can't elect someone mayor that anybody else wants to fuck. Because once you get elected mayor, you have better sex opportunities than you did before. Megan Barry, one of the hottest mayors in the city history, and certainly one of the hottest female mayors in the history of America. All right, there haven't been that many. And so you don't make that decision. This is why I supported Charles Robert Bone in the election. One, because Charles Robert Bone is an incredible name. Two, because I knew nobody would fuck Charles Robert Bone but his wife, and even she would complain about fucking him because she's been married a long time. If you want to make sure that nobody's going to have sex, you pick the married guy who nobody wants to have sex with already. You don't pick the smoking hot mayor. Now, she is hot. People are texting me right now on my phone, live on the show, taking issue with the fact that I'm saying she's hot. She's hot by mayoral politician standards right now. How many of you have seen? Oh, no. She is hot. She's hot for a mayor. There are very few women in America that are over 50. Oh, there's lots of criticism here. Lots of criticism. She is a hot mayor. She is. Name me a hotter mayor. Name me a hotter mayor than Megan Barry. She's hot for 54. That's the standard I'm applying here. She's hot, but she's mayor hot. She is definitely mayor hot. I agree. We got to block this. See, here's the problem. My standard is, when I address whether somebody's good looking or not, you have to consider them in comparison to everybody else who is around the same age as her. How many 54-year-old women are hotter than Megan Barry? We're not comparing her to Halle Berry. We're comparing her to 54-year-old women. She's an 8, easy, for 54-year-old women. No contest, she's in the top 20% of 50-year-old women. Not even a remote contest. She's good looking. You judge a woman, it's not fair to judge a woman only by their overall totality. Because how many women over 50 are actually really hot in that conjunction? Nikki Haley's better looking than Mayor Barry. I agree. But Mayor Barry, as mayors go, that's what I'm telling you, 54 years old. Halle Berry's 51, all right? Halle Berry is still like a 10, and she's 51. That's rare. Jennifer Lopez, still a 10, over 50. The number of women over 50 who are really good looking is a tiny list, all right? It's a tiny list. I hope my wife is on it right now. On a mayor scale, she's a 9. God bless you. See, people get it. There you go. People get it. She's hot. There's no doubt at all. Kamala Harris, hot. I think Barack Obama got in trouble for calling her hot, right? Because men aren't supposed to find women attractive anymore. Remember that when Barack Obama was like, she's the hottest attorney general in the country or something? And everybody was like, you can't judge a woman by how she looks. And Barack Obama was like, oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I'm a male and that I have a functional penis and that men like to look at women and decide whether or not they're attractive. And then Hillary Clinton came out and said, Donald Trump judges women on a scale of 1 to 10. And it was like that was supposed to be a huge insult. And I'm like, yeah. Have you ever met a man who doesn't? I'll tell you who doesn't. A man who lies about it. So this sex scandal is a big deal. This sex scandal is a big deal. I'm telling you, you got to follow it. I'm not sure Barry survives it. I'm not sure she survives it for this reason. I'm not sure she survives it because it was her security detail guy she was having an affair with, which makes it seem a lot creepier. Also, misappropriation of taxpayer funds, everything else. And so I'm not sure she's going to survive it. I'm up at the Super Bowl, and it was everybody's talking about this among even people who aren't from Nashville. No, I don't care if she steps down. I don't particularly care if she steps down. Who takes over? Who's the vice mayor? Does anybody know? Nobody knows who the mayor is. It's not going to impact me one way or the other. But I do think it's a little bit ridiculous that I feel bad for the husband here. Let's take a minute to talk about the husband. Everybody always talks about the aggrieved wife when the male politician gets caught cheating by the woman. Do I, by the way, need to start my own hashtag? This is also sexual harassment. Do I need to start my own hashtag Me Too for men? We need Me Too for men. Here's the question. She has one child. He dies of a drug overdose in like the last 6 months. And now her husband finds out that his wife has been cheating on him for 3 years. And she has to go public with it. That's a rough stretch. I actually feel horrible for her husband. I feel horrible for her husband here who has lost his only son, and then he finds out that his wife has been having a 3-year affair with the head of security. That's hard to bounce back from. I feel bad for him. He is getting absolutely screwed, not in a good way here. That's the Nashville sex scandal. For those of you who don't know, anybody else out there, I could be her husband's divorce lawyer. I could be her husband's. Somebody says I feel horrible for both of them. I don't see how you feel horrible for the person who chose to engage in a years-long affair. Every time you got banged by your head of security, you knew you shouldn't be getting banged by your head of security. So I don't feel particularly bad for her. She made a bad choice, but I don't feel bad for her. Like, if I kick my foot into the wall over and over again and eventually my toe breaks, do any of you feel sorry for me that my toe broke? Or do you say, man, that was really dumb of Clay to keep kicking his foot into the wall. Sooner or later, his toe was going to break. It's kind of the way that I feel. All right. Any questions about this? Any other questions about this? I thought she was a lesbian. Evidently not. Evidently she was not a lesbian, in the positive there. All right. And this is my point. I'm leading it the whole way. I'm leading it the whole way, by the way. My whole question is, why does she have a security detail? She doesn't need a security detail. That's my biggest issue with the cheating situation. If she needs a security detail, then I certainly need a security detail. I think people who have security details, unless you are world famous, there's no way that you need a security detail. I had an alarm set because I'm supposed to have a meeting at 2:30. So I wanted to make sure I was awake for the meeting at 2:30. Sometimes I take naps, but instead I'm going live. I've got to go make a meeting about how to make more money. I'm up in Minnesota, by the way, at the Super Bowl. Lots of parties to get to tonight. I'm actually going to go out. It's going to be fun. All right. LeBron to the Warriors. J-Mart is not my security detail. I'd be dead if J-Mart was my security detail. Twitter's on fire day. Yes, it is. Okay. LeBron to the Warriors. This is a BS story. But I want to, before I get to LeBron to the Warriors, here is the point that I think it's important to make here. LeBron James is going to ring chase worse than a 42-year-old woman that is out chasing to get married that's trying to have a kid. That's how aggressive LeBron James is going to ring chase at the end of his career. He's going to ring chase worse than a woman over 40 who's trying to get married so she can have kids, all right? LeBron to the Warriors. I actually have been making this argument for a long time. All right, I want you to think about this for a minute. I think the Warriors have an obligation to actually trade LeBron James before the season is out. I've been on this for over a year. Before this season started, I said, you're not going to hear anybody else make this argument, but if the Cavs are looking out for their best interest, they need to trade LeBron James because he can just walk away without giving them anything. Just like he walked away from Miami, just like he walked away from Cleveland before. Do you know what's going to happen? He's going to walk away for a third time, and you're not going to get any benefit for him. I know he has a no trade clause guy, but I think you have to trade him to get some value. Why not? Right now, if he wants to go to the Warriors, try to trade him for Andre Iguodala and Klay Thompson. That protects your team from being awful in the East. And it also allows the Warriors to clean up their cap space. I'm telling you right now, this would be a genius stroke by the Cavs. They're not going to win a title. They know they're not going to win a title. LeBron James just gets to back his way into a title by joining the Warriors 30 games left in the season. I think that's the smartest play. I don't think Cleveland would burn down. I think Cleveland fans would understand that LeBron wants out. And I think it would make sense totally. So LeBron to the Warriors, if they want to do that, or anywhere else they can trade for him where they need cap room to get cap room back to allow that trade to happen, I think it makes a lot of sense. I think the NBA is worthless anyway. The Warriors are already going to win the title for the next couple of years unless Draymond Green and Steph Curry run into each other and wreck each other's knees and are out for over a year. Lacking that, I don't think there's any possibility of that actually happening. All right, a couple of other things. Any questions about LeBron? I think you got to send him. I think you got to trade him with the safety pin. I don't think there's any doubt. Okay, Justin Timberlake today. He's the halftime performer of Super Bowl 52 up here in Minneapolis, where I am. Justin Timberlake said today that he would not allow his son. Justin Timberlake said he would not allow his son to play football. It's kind of a big deal. I think when you are the halftime performer at the Super Bowl, you probably don't want to turn the number one story of all your comments into the fact that you're afraid of CTE and concussions and you won't allow your son to actually play the sport. I think that's kind of a big deal. But on top of that, I want you guys to think about this with me. Can you imagine if in modern day era, That is this year instead of in 2004 when it initially happened. What if Justin Timberlake pulled off Janet Jackson's top and revealed her nipple in 2018 like he did in 2004? Would Justin Timberlake's career be over? Because I'll tell you what would happen. Everybody would turn Justin Timberlake into the Harvey Weinstein of music. All right, first of all. Secondly, it would be called racist because Justin Timberlake is white and Janet Jackson is black, and there would be all these people writing these opinion pieces about how this is what white men have always done to black men. They've always done black women. They've always treated them as they're not equal partners. They've always raped and pillaged and reviled them. They would turn Justin Timberlake into a modern day Thomas Jefferson before all was said and done. Justin Timberlake would be like Harvey Weinstein. The Me Too movement would explode, and he would be an awful white man, the likes of which you have not seen so far this year. It would be the wokest analysis of a nipple in the history of mankind. I know that people were upset in 2004, but think about the way the adjustments we've made as a culture. And I don't think the trajectory that we've traveled as a culture is very positive when you consider 2004 and 2018. Back in 2004, what was the primary response to Janet Jackson's nipple being invisible? People were terrified. They were like, oh my God, what will the children think if they see a nipple, right? There were all these FCC complaints. Everybody came out and investigated it. It was a huge story. If it happened today, it wouldn't be about the nudity because the internet has come along and you can see everything you could ever want to see nudity-wise. Like the argument that kids are going to be scarred forever by nudity is lost when 14-year-olds are sending naked pictures to each other all the time. But think of the children was the argument in 2004. And I think it was CBS had to pay a substantial fine. In 2018, nobody would talk about the nudity at all. It would all be driven by social media, and it would all be about how racist Justin Timberlake is, about how white men have always preyed on women of color. It would be about white privilege. It would be about Justin Timberlake stealing black music and appropriating black culture and taking advantage of black women live on the television. Janet Jackson would turn into a Me Too victim. She would be like the most eloquent, she would have turned into the most eloquent victim ever. It would turn into her like going to the Grammys and leading a charge. I mean, it would have been unbelievable. I think Justin Timberlake's career would probably have ended. I haven't heard anybody else talk about this. Probably going to talk about it a little bit on the show tomorrow morning. But I do think that's emblematic of the direction our culture has gone. It would be the number one story. There's zero doubt. Whatever happened in the Super Bowl wouldn't matter. And the woke level on the takes from Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl would reach epic Fighting Irish and leprechaun removal levels. And that's all everybody would talk about. That would be the entire story. Jemele Hill is crushed that this didn't happen this year in opposed to 2004 because she would spend the next 6 years writing about the nipple that came out at the Super Bowl and how only way you can deal with it is the awfulness of white men. Tell me it's not true. Tell me it was not true. 2004, if this had happened, it would be everywhere. I'm telling you, it would be everywhere. It would be a total mess. All right. Finally, I'm going to give you my Super Bowl pick, and then I got to go make some money with my meetings. All right. Are you ready? I got to tell you, my Super Bowl pick. I've got the Patriots minus 4.5, and I have also got the under 48.5 on this game. Those are my two picks. I'll give you some prop bets. I'll give you some prop bets later, tomorrow probably, or Saturday. I'll give you my best prop bet picks. Those are all my picks. Again, Pats minus 4.5 and the under 48.5. I don't believe that Brady is going to lose to Nick Foles. I also don't believe that with 2 weeks to prepare that Matt Patricia and Bill Belichick are going to give up a lot of points to Nick Foles. So I'm on the under 48.5 and the Pats minus 4.5. All right. Questions from you guys out there in the universe that I might be able to answer here in the last couple of minutes of the show. My name is Clay Travis. Again, go to OddsShark if you want all the props and all the latest data. You can also go check my friends out at thehomeloanexpert.com if you need to save some money. They'll wipe out your credit card debt and turn a 4% rate into a 2% rate. Drunk yet? No. Going to be drunk tonight, going to a couple of parties. Should be a lot of fun. Going to have some good conversations, learn some more gossip. I love the Super Bowl for the gossip. There's my alarm going off again. I love the Super Bowl for all the gossip we get. J-Mart does have a curfew. I've told him that he's not allowed to drink anything, so that is my plan. Did Belichick retire after the win? No, I don't think so. Not going to pull a J-Mart. I'll be in the show. You don't have to worry about me. I don't dive. I don't fail. I haven't missed a show for sickness yet. Knocking furiously on the Formica table here in front of me. I'm telling you that I'll be fine. Lots of rumors, lots of exciting gossip up here. I'll probably be writing on some of it that I can confirm. Just good stuff all around coming in. Flying back to Nashville tomorrow. I think there's a snow threat in Nashville. I'll have to ask my security guard, this hot guy that I'm banging, not J-Mart, whether or not we're going to be able to make it safely back from Minnesota or not. All right. I love you guys. I am Clay Travis. It's been Outkick the Show. DBAP boys and girls, Super Bowl edition. I'm flying back tomorrow about noon. If you want to hang out with us, we'll be live 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. I am Clay Travis. This is Outkick the Show. Thank you for hanging. Check out my friends. And I will see you guys soon. DBAP boys and girls, kisses. Live from Minneapolis, where it's going to be -7 tonight. Love all you guys. See y'all.